Oh, finally. We are live amundo. Where is my... I'm gonna head over here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can switcheroonie some stuff. Switcheroonie. Nice. There we go. Loki, what up? I'm good. Hopefully I don't have to reset. Because it is loading a little slow there, isn't it? You know what? Maybe we do it now. Just so we don't have to worry about it in the future. 17. Oh, let me just make sure I'm connected. Nice. All right. Always good after a reset. There we go. Look at that, man. Nice little reset, and we're all good. All Gucci. Oh, interesting. Wow, did they push them back? Wow. That's pretty nuts, dude. 14 BR got territory. They made it all the way to there. Oh, excuse me. They made it all the way to there. But then now K82. Oh, wow. They're fighting against them. Interesting. Super interesting. Wild stuff. Look, it says nothing, just the fact that the alliance I am from last 15 active players. Oh, geez. I am sorry to hear. Oh, God, let me get some stuff going here. Yeah, we'll have an interesting screenshot to show off shortly. Yeah, today should be pretty fun, man. I had a chance to go through all the KVKs, so we're hopefully today's just going to be a good war watching day, along with some topical discussion as well. But yeah, no, should be a good fun stream today. Yeah, man. If LioN ends up hitting them, I would be more than happy to go watch. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to see. I've been talking to some people in this KVK. Apparently, Kyle had said something in World Chat, and it has, for lack of better words, it has some people worried. So, yeah, I'm kind of on notice right now with them. So we'll see if anything happens, and if so, they'll be sure to let me know. But hopefully we'll be able to get some good Zone 3 wars going on tonight. So I'm pretty hyped, at least in that when I went through, there's a couple KVKs that are still going that are still fighting like really well. So we'll just have to see and hope if they're still keeping up pace. Yeah, and then I'm going to grab this screenshot too as well that somebody had sent to me. Oops. Yeah, because it looks like on the northern pass for this, and again, this is the FSK KVK for SOS2 4029. Looks like they were able to push LioN back at the pass, but and again, I don't know what's going on unless it is just 14 BR's downtime possibly at the moment, which maybe, maybe at that point. Yeah. Also, guys, I have it on live chat today, okay? I fixed it so nobody can be mad at me. As like the moment I did, and I also did something with the live chat, so now I can see more of the chat. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like just like small little victories that you don't really think of. At least for me. As I'm kind of going through it. So yeah, I didn't realize I had kind of like a miniaturized version. Pessa, what's up? Today's topic, yeah, like I kind of covered, man. It's going to be we're going to be watching a bunch of KVK wars today, and then I'm gonna show off a screenshot or two that was sent to me for something that Kyle had said in this KVK, and it's something that I'll add a little bit more onto for at least something that we're going to keep our eye on in case something happens. So some of you might have already seen it as well, but it's, I mean, I thought it was pretty big what was said. So we will. George, I'm gonna get, yeah. Yeah, most of like I said, most of the day is just going to be watching some KVK wars and chatting and having a good time, and we'll see if anything pops off. Confusion, what's up, man? Hey, Unc, how's it going? Go good, man. Man, watch FSK pass. Is there something going on now? Amen. At the time, I didn't think so. Are they going in? Oh, they're not. Okay. Unless you meant a different pass. Because yeah, they're still like they're still fighting it out like pretty decently here. They got a nice little small group. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoa. Was that Frost? Oh, it is. Okay, good. Pessa said, "Did you reread yesterday message he posted in Discord? You mean the one? You mean the one about me? If so, we did go over that pretty detailed in yesterday's live stream. I'll probably release it as a solo video. Yeah. Well, yeah. I might release it as a solo video, or I might re-record it just to shorten it a bit. Because it was probably a little bit longer than maybe necessarily needed to be. We'll see. But we definitely covered it yesterday. Melito, what's up, guys? With that kind of games, I mean, gacha pay to win games like this, do they sell packages to Chinese and Koreans? What do you mean packages, Melito? Oh, you mean cheaper? I mean, I've heard about some people having cheaper bundles and things like that if it's in a different currency. At least from what I've been told and from some of the screenshots I've seen. if that's what you mean. Cicada, what's up? You're tough. You're tough. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is today will probably be our last stream for the week. And then I'll be streaming again probably on Monday. And then probably not again until next Friday. Just because, as most people know, I got my girls with me this week. Tomorrow, well, I should say tomorrow night is when I pick them up. So yeah, gotta try and get in as much acciones as we can. So, and I was a few minutes late because I was putting in all my groceries. Like literally right when I got off work, I ran to Sam's Club so I could grab a couple things for the week and also for the kiddos. So, yeah. That tis the plan. Oh damn, dude, they're pushing a little bit more now. Awesome. Let me try not to die while I'm covering. I'm coming for that top one though. Wow, the KBK. George says, "What happened now against Kyle Piff?" Oof. Yeah. Like I said, when I finish going through my promo rounds, we'll show it off. I don't know if anything else has been said today. Kyle he's been doing. I thought he was doing a daily message, but apparently now maybe he's just decided to stop. It's unfortunate, man. It was fun, enjoyable, and exciting, humorous content. It really reinvigorated the community for a couple days. Or I shouldn't say reinvigorated. I should say it elevated beyond normal levels is probably the more appropriate way to put that. So, but yeah, it's a nice little mix mash, if you will. This says, I'm sure there won't be this much whales in Asian servers if they are monetized like Europe and USA. Maybe. So Carol says, yeah, I rewatched the live yesterday. Nice. Yeah, man, it was like I said, that's why I'm thinking about clipping the part, or not clipping, but cutting. Excuse me, cutting the part up that when I was doing Kyle's read, just because I thought I thought we did a pretty funny job of it. So, but I'll have to cut it up and maybe re-listen to it again, so I can just figure out if okay, maybe it's too long, right? Maybe I just need to do a solo record on it and shorten it a bit. So we'll see. But it was definitely a joy reading through that, I will say, in more ways than one. If you catch my drift. Pessa says nothing about yesterday. Com message on. Oh yeah, no, we did that. Yeah, I've done any comments against this shiny system. Texan, what's up, man? Kyle's a punani. To each their own, man. To each their own. So I can only speak towards actions. But it does. I will say this, man. It makes you wonder, right? Because you know, I don't know. Like the thing for me that I find super interesting is just the fact that you have a situation that basically, and we talked about it yesterday, right? You have a situation that pretty much started a couple days ago, right? With Kyle and him posting his messages, or his first message, right? And then the day before that was when we ended up finding out about players that were banned. So it's like a day before his message, you start hearing about, you know, stuff that's going down. And you start kind of getting this, you know, you start hearing about these things that are happening, but you know, it's up until that point, I'm sure a number of people felt, okay, well, maybe this is just isolated, right? Maybe this is not as serious. as some as any previous situations or previous instances of bans that were issued. And then you get the message, right? And then we start finding out more and more. You get the message, and then it's okay. Yeah, this is this is a little bit more than what we originally intended, or I don't remember originally intended, but originally thought. And so, again, for me, that's where I started thinking, okay, well, now it's getting, now it's amping up a little bit, right? It's getting a little juicy. And, I think for me, that's where, then you see, then you see a message like what Kyle wrote, right, for his first one. And you just see him kind of, I don't know, part of it kind of felt like gloating, maybe even a little bit, right? Of just kind of highlighting the fact that, well, hey, right, these people in 310 in this KVK, these LioN players are cheaters, and talks about, the bans and, what the devs are, supposedly going to be doing, and how, he feels like he's very, very confident that these things are just absolutely happening. And I think I think in that moment, you're thinking, okay, well, I mean, he's just saying whatever he wants. You know what I mean? Like it's just whatever he wants at this point. And so, yeah, I think for me, that's where that's just where it started. I don't want to, I think conspiracy theory might be strong to say, but I mean, when you have so many posts, and even yesterday we had a number of people that came in, someone that had played an FSK for 2 seasons and had, and had shared their piece. I think Abda came in and shared something, and one other person. And, some people were even saying that, yeah, like Kyle has sent us stuff before, literally telling us, hey, this is what the matchups are going to be, or things that you would only expect kind of an insider to know. And so I just find it interesting that something like that, because personally, I think it's pretty egregious, right? When you consider the magnitude of what that would mean for the game. Right? Imagine if you truly have someone who technically is a player, right? Unsure, obviously, they have any official position at the company, but it's pretty much telling you insider information and also making it seem like they're, just out there getting people banned. It's just, and again, that's regardless if, these people supposedly are cheating or not. It's just, it's just kind of a scary thought when you think about this objectively, right? Just looking from the outside looking in, you have a player who spends a lot, and it's like, what, they have the dev's ear potentially, because that's all that's for the most part. Anytime they mention the devs, or I should say sometimes when they mention the devs, and there's been multiple instances of Kyle saying that, hey, there's a bunch of people that are going to get banned, it's just like insider knowledge kind of a thing. And I think that's the part that, I mean, I would say worries me and worries others is, what happens if you have this kind of power, if you will, right? That certain level of control or influence where you can either just get anyone banned, or because the thing is that we know for a fact that there are false positives, right? Obviously, in I think Guns' case is probably is one of the more popular ones. The other one essentially would be NTS's case, right? Of NTS effectively being proven that none of them within the alliance at that time And we know for a fact, because we heard from Mark, that came out and said, yeah, like no one's cheating. There's, the devs came in, they did their assessment. I mean, that's probably the most detailed thing that we've heard of. So for me, it's just, I like I said, I think it's more of a hope. Like, I hope those things aren't happening, right? And, for me, it just kind of feels like a little bit more of a worry at this point of, yeah, hopefully those things aren't happening, and hopefully everything's on the up and up. But, when you constantly have the protagonist, if you will, right, in their own story, who is, saying the things that they're saying, I think is the part that is pretty scary. And I guess I wonder if the level of scare and worry is on people's radars the way it should be, right? Because even if you think about cases with Mephisto as an example, even Mephisto never, like, you never heard about Neff going out of his way to look to ban people, right? Or highlighting that people are going to get banned, or just being as outspoken about this particular topic compared to Kyle and even some of the other big spenders in the game, right? So yeah, it's just, I mean, to be honest, man, it almost kind of makes Neff look like a freaking saint, which, I mean, hey, maybe that's a take in and of itself, right? Yeah, I just absolutely find it to be just incredibly wild and obviously concerning. Oh boy, yeah. Harness some feelings. Yeah, Secure says I got hooked up on these live streams, boss. Keep it up, man. No, hey, listen, man, we definitely will. Absolutely. I mean, listen, dude, there's some good action going on here right now. Like, these are decent sized groups. Yeah, and the other thing is, and this is something I've heard from people, which is, part that's in the title, is I've had some people that are almost shaping or making it seem like part of the narrative now is FSK mass reporting people just so they can win the KVK. And I've heard this multiple times. And I'm talking about from people that aren't even in this KVK. Right? Just because of all the mix that has been going around. I mean, how about them apples? But and it's one of those things where, like, you feel to yourself, man, like, I wonder, right? Like, it very much can be a feeling and a viewpoint. Which, I guess part of it kind of sucks a bit too, right? I guess if you're thinking about it being from the FSK standpoint, because I imagine not every single person in FSK is contributing or complicit or participating in any kind of mass reporting, and who knows, obviously, even how many, right, might be or may not be. Oh, that's interesting. It'll still kick me out even if I'm not moving. Rough life, man. It's time to cry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. Part of you just wonders, and I feel like it's the seeds of doubt, right? It's sowing that doubt in there, of, well, who knows at this point, right? Could they be? Could they not be? I mean, clearly we know that a number of 310 and LioN players have been unbanned. right, in less time. And we know that some players have been double banned, right? Some players got back-to-back banned. So they got unbanned, and then I've seen messages where Kyle says, "Oh, you've been unbanned. You know, you're gonna get banned again." And so then you're just like, dude, just WTF? Like what? Like what? And how did you know? That is the wild part, and that's where you start really diving into. Okay, man, this is a little bit of shiitake. Like I'm getting a little scared now at this point. And I've even heard from people in this KVK that have told me that they're going to slow down their spending, they're going to slow down some activity, or they're going to stop spending completely for a period of time because they just don't know. You know, they're worried, right? Especially for the people that have been basically back-to-back banned. You know, why? I mean, respectfully, why wouldn't you consider halting just your general activity just so you could ensure your account safety, especially for those that, you know, were banned falsely? You know, and I think one of the hard parts, and I was even talking, man, I was talking to someone, or none of us talking, I saw someone post earlier on, I can't remember if it was on my Discord or on oh no, you know what it was? It was a YouTube comment. Somebody posted a YouTube comment on one of the videos. I think it was on the CQ interview we did right in the beginning when all the stuff was going on with LioN. And somebody commented, said that there was like a bunch of big players that are selling their accounts. Now, obviously, I don't know the validity. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, that was something that someone said. I think that was the first time I've probably heard about something like that being put out there. You know, and what's crazy, we talked to Ransom, right, who was an R5 and I think 553, 551, and they had a ban wave that was issued there. And even he was saying that he's now cautious about his spending because of, and that's the thing, man, is that this is one of those things that can, you know, affect your bottom line as a company. And I'm sure, you know, for however many people were falsely banned, I'm sure there's a number of people that are appropriately banned. You know, it's not to make it seem as though every single person banned, you know, didn't deserve to be banned. No, I'm sure however many people, I'm sure there's a portion of people that deserve to be banned because they were really doing something, and then I'm sure there's a portion of people who weren't, who weren't really doing anything, or weren't doing anything that was deserving of a ban. Yeah, it just seems like that's kind of the hard part to discern, right? So I need to watch yesterday's live episode. Yeah. 2 loops for the goose. What up, baby? More bands. Loki, man, this thing about Kyle is that he was just mad as the lights losing. I mean, I would be curious to see some conversations that might be targeted in that direction if that might be the case. Yeah. All right, let's take a look up here, and then let's go see if we could watch some. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, there's really nothing happening right now. So I want to go see. I don't think anything's happening in 34. There might be something. Yeah, we can check here for 35. I don't know if there's anything popping off though right now. We'll see. Yeah, no, looks like just some building. Luna, I don't know if they're doing anything up there. Nope. So maybe, are they still fighting in zone 2? Oh, look at that, dude. TFS BDO. They're going hard right now. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll watch a little bit here. Yeah, why not? Yeah, because I don't think we tuned in and watched them yesterday, from what I recall. Oh, it's Mandu. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like TFS is like overwhelming at this point, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, they got a lot of really good activity right now. Remember, fam, as always, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you throw us out. Because that's a lot. Thanks. Where are we going? 34? Well, maybe we'll end up moving faster than I thought, because we obviously want to be in a state of constant action. Maybe we'll hang out. Well, let's give it a minute or two. Let's just see if anyone resurges here and wants to attack this TFS group. Mm-hmm. And then 15. Think about the insider. He's always scoring a little. Although this should be the one. I don't know what happened to BS, but I played last season with them in the same zone, and I would never say that they're using anti-PG. It's okay. Iconic with some man. Do we know for sure if mass reporting triggers a ban? We do know that mass reporting triggers a ban. The reason why is because it's been confirmed now for, I think, a little over a year, maybe about a year and a half, that it does. Because it happened with GG, happened with NTS. And then there might have been a couple other situations that happened from then up until this latest one. But yeah, it still seems to be the case from what was recently confirmed by a few people. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I would love just to confirm it ourselves too as well. Like, I'd love just to pull up one of my scouts and just be like, hey, can you guys like log into this IT and just mass report it? Yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe we'll do that once just to see for everyone. And we'll make a whole stream out of it. Like, yo, we're going to test this out. Okay. Yeah, let's move it or lose it on this one. Let's see. Anything? Ooh, I think BXS and NASTi were still going at it from what I saw. Ooh, they are. There's action. Nice. Oh my gosh. Dude, sweet. It's like a mosh pit all over the field. Let's watch this. Let's watch this a little bit. 93. And then, oh yeah, they don't start till the 30th, though, I believe. Yeah, wait there for a sec. Zave says if BS players keep players gonna be also banned, then we need to worry about, yeah. So and again, that's one of the reasons like I'm keeping an eye out on BNR. So or sorry, 14BS or 14BR. So I've already spoken to a couple people there, and I just told them, hey man, if anyone from your alliance or kingdom gets banned, just please let me know. Like if they can take a screenshot and send it to me, I just said that'd be appreciated, because obviously if that does happen, it very much is going to be something that I'll most likely cover, especially after I show you guys this screenshot. Which let me see if I could find it real quick. Yeah, let me see if I'll find it somewhere here. Because this is the one I wanted to show off to as well. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Let me move it over. So this is what someone sent me today on this. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys. This is what someone sent me. So someone sent me, oh, hang on, let me just go into this next one, and then I'm going to show you guys this. Yeah. So someone sent me this today. And this one you could see says 14, and this was today. This was 12, I think this was 12:39 UTC today from what someone told me. So, and it reads 14BR will start receiving bans today. Hope you enjoy. I mean, listen, man, if that is not extra sussy sus with a mixture of sus magus on top of it, I don't know what is. And that's why I'm paying attention closely now to that KVK. Like more so than I really was, because for me it was just more of like, all right, cool, like we can watch a little fighting right from the pass opening, and I'll cover the post. But when you see stuff like that, dude, now watches his prey, which may or may not be a human, and that's okay. Not really, but you guys get what I'm saying. Is I'm gonna be on it like white on rice, man. So that's why I had reached out, or I think some of the 14BR peeps said, had reached out to me, and I just told them, I said, listen, man, if anyone from that kingdom or the alliance gets banned, just please let me know, because if they do, oh man, I'm gonna eat that up, man. I'm gonna call that out so hard. Yeah, and like I said, it wouldn't mean, to be fair on both sides, it's not as though it's saying, okay, right, it means absolutely no one in the alliance is cheating. It also doesn't mean that everyone is cheating. But for that to happen, I feel like some dots are starting to be connected now in just a more serious way. Now, obviously, you can already argue that some of the dots were connected, because we know for a fact that Kyle already said people were going to be banned in that KVK, and 310 got banned, right? And a number of people, right? Whatever they said, 50, 60 players. So, yeah. I don't know. For me, it just feels like this one would hurt more, because you've already had previous bans that have been issued, and then he's kind of foreshadowing what's going to happen. Like, that's the part that I just find is a bit scary, if not extremely scary and worrisome. Like, I think it would be one thing if the dev team just issued the bans, nobody knew about it ahead of time, and then, it just basically kind of happens like it does normally, where, you probably log in one day and you just see that you got banned. But it's like when it's like when someone knows and they're out there kind of either calling it out and issuing it, or insinuating that they have some kind of control or leverage over who can get banned. Like, that's, I think, where it starts getting into like just scary waters. It just doesn't, I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's a good look. Yeah. Pesta says, did you already try to interview with Lilith? So I have reached out. So some of you know, right, I've done an interview with 2 people that work for Lilith before, right? So we interviewed, oh gosh, you guys are making me like really, I'm forgetting right now the gal's name who used to work there as our main CC. I think he was like one of the CC reps I think we had. Asia, thank you. So Asia and Leo. So I did an interview with Asia and Leo before, and this was maybe a year ago. So those were two people that I interviewed that worked for the company and worked at headquarters, or at least in China. And so I have also tried to reach out to ask about interviewing, I think, Donut, or I'm forgetting the person's name now. I think it might be Donut. Not Okta, but the other, maybe it's not Donut now. Let me see. What's the person's name? I'll tell you guys in a sec. It's Cheesecake. So yeah, I've also reached out to Cheesecake, who, from what I was told, is like the main, is like the not the leader, but the main head, the head of the kind of CC and development department, I believe, that Leo had told me when I had interviewed him at Asia. So, and again, I've reached out. I just haven't heard back, right? And this was a while ago that I had reached out. This was maybe a few weeks after I had interviewed Asia and Leo. So, like I said, it was a while. It was a while ago. Again, you know, there's no harm in following up to see if there's still any interest. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd love to sit down and talk to more people from the company. It was great to sit down with Asia and Leo because they were, you know, they were also the people who were in the update preview videos, right, for so long. So, you know, you had these recognizable faces in the community that were kind of representing, or at least from the dev side of things. And it was I sat down with them for an hour and I asked them a bunch of questions. It was great, man. I got like one little sneak peek piece of information that they gave me that, you know, wasn't released yet, so that was really nice. And, you know, just really kind of sat there and talked about their jobs, the game, you know, the relationship to the community, you know, covered a couple hot topic button points. So I mean, it was a good conversation. I just, you know, I'd love to do more of those, right? And have, you know, it'd be great to have an opportunity to speak to more people. And so maybe it's just a matter of, it might just be simply just consistently following up and just, you know, being an annoyance. But but yeah, I'd love to, in short, right? If there was ever an opportunity again to come around to talk to anyone there at the company, even if it was just like what, you know, someone in a different department or a different division, you know, even that would be awesome. But part of me, you know, would love to talk to people like on the development team, like that are actually in charge of like general game development and, you know, features. That I think would be a little bit more of, you know, maybe my kind of bread and butter for people that I'd like to have a little bit more of a conversation with. Yeah. What's going on, man? Shouldn't be. It should be Gucci. It's on the Fritzer, huh? Let me let me check my sounds real quick. Yeah, I should be Gooch. Let me see here. Let me see. Ooh, hang on. No, my levels are okay. Interesting. Interesanto. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks, I don't know, it looks good on it. You know, I got money. It's probably just because my tower is older. Like that's where I feel strongly about my feelings on it. Yeah, just, you know, one of these days I will get I'll get a really nice, I'll be able to budget and save for a really nice PC. Oh, here we go. Oh, you said it just keeps cutting out? Oh, interesting. Let me see. Sec. All right. Okay. Back now. There we go. Sometimes just doing a simple unplug, replug might work. So we'll see how that plays. Ooh, dude, nice. Don and K211 are going at it. Sweet. I appreciate the heads up, though, because, yeah, I don't know. Weird stuff, man. I even like reset, update drivers. You can hear me right now. At least nice. Yeah. No, that is great to hear. Yeah, I'll have to maybe do a little diagnostic check on it when I wrap up. Iconic says, I'm aware of someone who was running bots across multiple farms. Only one account got a short ban. Rest weren't picked up. Oh, interesting. Rhinos, what's up, man? Welcome. Kaizen, what's up? Kyle is making himself suspicious. Yeah. I feel like that's been pretty consistent over these past couple days for a lot of what we've been seeing. Alan Hezzy, what's up? Welcome. Panic says if he isn't actually doing it, he is at least super delulu regarding his level of influence. I mean, stranger things have been said, and the wild part is that the wild part about it is that it has been corroborated by other people that have spoken to Kyle or who've had interactions with Kyle, who have seen other screenshots that he's posted, and like some of them are just true believers at this point because they just said like, man, he really knew like what this was that was going to happen or what this KVK matchup was that it was going to be just hours before it was released, to a point of where no one should have known that, right, outside of the COD team. So I feel like that's the part where it's okay. Maybe their stories are tales, right? Tales of caution. Ooh, is Dom pushing back in though? For a moment, I thought they had more people that were coming up, unless they're just stacking on the ramp. So it looks like it's fewer than what it is. Yeah. Loose. Mm-hmm. Havoc says Kyle just said he's banning your channel. I mean, all right. If you guys don't see me tomorrow, you'll know what's up. Wait, was that a world chat? Maybe we can go look for it if I log into that account. 30, 49. Oh, 49. There we go. Hart says, "Yeah, I think you are next on Kyle's boss." I mean, what's funny is that he apparently never cared about me. Didn't never wanted to do any interviews, and now all of a sudden he's gone from not caring about me, not engaging with me, to now doing the complete opposite. It's a very interesting dynamic that Kyle has about his feelings towards certain people. Yeah. Kaiser's like, yeah, man, he said he wasn't interested in fame. Yeah. Touche. Kai says, where was Kyle from? Someone said that he might be from China, and he's Chinese, but he's living in, I don't know if they said London or Canada. I think someone said yesterday. But I mean, I think he said himself in his first post that he's from China and or speaks Chinese. I believe it was. So he already gave some information out about him, about himself, and in the first post, and we covered it in the first video too as well. So I mean, even if he deleted the first post, which I don't think he would, it would be there saved. Yeah, Doom, what's up, man? What is this community leaderboard thing? I don't know. It just like literally it just started showing up a few days ago, I think. So yeah. Apparently it's you I guess you get XP. We read it yesterday. You get XP for typing, and then if you do a super chat or a super sticker, I think, through donating. At least that's what the leaderboard instructions said. But I'm sure chatting is just fine. Till says, yeah, I think that's what convinces me the most. He literally posted a world chat that Ghost Samus would be rebanned minutes before he was. Yeah. And oh yeah, and Samus reached out to me too as well. He's DM'd me on Discord. So he shared he's I think he's shared those things with me too. Yeah. It makes you wonder. That's all. Kevin, what's up, man? Well, hey, I can chat today. There he is. Raid, what's up? Kai says, yeah, but that's really scary if many others still get banned. Yeah. That's the thing. It's just, it's I feel like at most right now it just looks really suspicious. It's not as though there's any proof that's out there that it's like, oh yeah, Kyle's absolutely the one who's getting people banned, right? Despite what he says. He could also just, maybe he has the insider information and he's pawning it off, as though he's the one acting, or actioning some of it, right? I still feel like there's a lot of unknown, but the one thing that I do think is blatantly obvious is that there is an impression that is being made, and the impression that's being made by Kyle in connection with the dev team / the COD team is not something that, if it continues going on the way it is, it's not something the community, I think personally, is going to put up with for much longer. If it's something that keeps going and it keeps getting exacerbated, it could potentially have, and I think it's fair to say, longer lasting negative effects that I think the COD team might believe could happen. I guess I already did that, huh? Okay. Oops. Oh, I did already do that in real life. Gavin says they have to have some kind of stricter rule on banning. Yeah. I mean, the previous understanding when they had posted their fair play and use policy that they did after the NTS situation, right, of all of the ban accusations that were made against them, is they then came out with that fair play and use policy that some of you remember that they had put on the, I forget what, the notice board area. And from there, that was the first time we ever got kind of a big major announcement in relation to cheating, anti-cheating. And at that time, you know, they had laid out that they were going to improve the process. They were going to have people doing more reviews, right? And that's basically what was stated. And so, you know, now we get to a situation where you fast forward and, you know, now this is, you know, kind of Kyle essentially at the forefront of it. And, you know, you get another announcement out from the COD team. And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things where, you know, part of me feels like it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, right? And, you know, except like in this case, the boy who's crying wolf is, you know, the COD team, right, where they're saying that, oh yeah, we're going to make these corrections, right, we're going to have more of these things be reviewed. And listen, I understand that it's also a learning process. And I don't want to say a learning, but it's I guess maybe partly, right, it's kind of a learning and training process, because if you're using, let's say you're using AI or something, right, like you have to train your program, you have to test it, but you also need to ensure that your margin of error, right, for things like false positives or, you know, incorrect bans, you know, are as low as they possibly can be. So it goes hand in hand is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Kaizen says a couple of TFS members also got banned when Guns got... Really? Really? They did? I thought it was just Guns who got banned. I didn't know that there was other TFS members that got banned. That would be news to me. Do you know who got banned? Or who else got banned from TFS? Oh. Gavin said, I myself got a day chat ban for basically nothing, but when I report people who are spewing hate, racism, and the like, nothing happens because they spent a lot of money. Yeah. Can never just be just a good feeling. Kyle equals the police. Double O Kyle. Kyle equals dev secret agent. I mean, he one could argue that he portrays himself in that way. He makes himself seem as though he is such. Gavin says his reaction to your video proves that he is just a crybaby. You were pretty neutral in your video. I mean, yeah, his response, I think, was a tad passionate. It's probably an appropriate way to say that. And it was pretty empty. It was just like a lot of hollow words in his response, where he was just kind of pointing the finger and spewing, right? There really wasn't any depth. nor was there, nor was there really any proof or truth in most of, if not up to everything he was saying about me. And, we disproved multiple of his lines and sentences on stream pretty easily and effortlessly. So, it's just, that's the thing, man. Like I kind of feel sad for Kyle in a sense, because part of me just feels where it's like I just don't know if I just don't know if he knows what he's saying, right? Like I don't know if he truly is either living in some fantasy world where he thinks that he can just say whatever he wants, point the finger at whoever he wants, and people are going to believe that. People will gather to that. Or, right, is he, I don't know, is there something mentally going on upstairs where, maybe he's not all there and he's just saying like maybe that's just a result or a side effect, right? Where it's, because some people talk like that. And so, they might have some kind of a condition. Point is, we don't know. And, so I feel like, or is he just, is he ignorant? Is he gullible? Is it, or maybe is that just truly how he is? He just really feels like, all right, man, like, yeah, this is, the truth is what I say it is. You know what I mean? Like that kind of an approach. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, when you make such hollow, weak arguments and weak points, it would be easy for anyone to, break those down and, shed light on them. So I'm happy we were able to do that. Yeah. Okay, Kaiser, I need to ask more. I only heard Guns live when he talked to SP and Strange. Okay. Oh, does that mean that SP and Strange got banned? If so, that'd be wild to hear. Gavin says, can we talk about these FF accounts I see in your alliance chat? Oh, I didn't even know. Yeah, this is just again. I'm like I said, man. This account is still in 65, which is pretty much a deadish kingdom. So, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe I should just show the realm chat. Kevin's a lot more diplomatic than me. Yeah. Korea, what's up, man? That's interesting because I noticed several accounts named like that joining one of my farm alliances lately. Really? I wonder if I can click on them. Oh, I guess I can, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to go into the alliance and look at them. Who knows? My theory is that they're going to. Interesting. Gavin says, my theory is that they are going to they are going to be getting people banned soon. Interesting. Interesting. So you think these accounts with the FF at the end, it's all consistent. And some of them are SFF, right? This is XFF, but like these two are SFF. Do you think those are accounts that are, oh, here's another one. Here's another FF. Here's another FF. Oh, there's a bunch more FFs. Okay. Look at that. Maybe there's some to that. They turned up in many home kingdoms, and when people eat them for RSS, they will have their RSS taken into the negative for abusing bots. That's my theory. Oh, The plot thickens, does it not? Kai says, no, they talked about their TFS from getting banned. Oh, okay, or something. TFS members released, okay. Krill says, yes, they are tiny accounts and they all have FF at the end of some random names. Yeah, they're bots that will join alliances and farm. 113 kingdoms have also same name people. Excuse me, join farm alliance. Oh, wow. That's the name of one in my alliance. Oh, interesting. This is the name? Let me see. What's the name? Oh, it says, what? Variable air. Oh, does that mean they've been banned? If it says variable air? Two laws, to be going at it. Oh, Chris is what I'll give you the idea of it. Okay. And Panic says we've had some accounts like that try to join our alliance too whenever we leave. The door unlocked. Oh, hang on. Is this the ID? Let me see. It's level 10. I feel like this could be, right? Because they're not gathering mana because they know that can't be transferred, right? Isn't that an indicator? And they're just focusing on the other three resources. If it's just me and I see an account that is this low powered, and I see that they're gathering all resources except for mana, shouldn't that be a sign? I feel like that's a sign, right? Or am I crazy on that? Right? Like no other. Interesting. This is interesting. Maybe I should like do a deep dive on like the bot farming industry within this. That's wild. So basically what I could, oh my gosh, what if I did this, fam? He's like, yo, and the plot thickens. Panic. Yo, real quick, what if I'm just throwing this out here. What if I started to go through all of like the top kingdoms? Like whenever I get finally whenever I get an updated scan for Fuzzy, and I go through all like the big kingdoms, or maybe I could even do it before that, and I just go and look at like potentially how many farms they have, like being like just like that, right? How many potential bot farms they have. Wouldn't that be interesting? Like whether to count it or just to see, like how often something like that is being ran. Oh wow, yeah, this one's variable error for that 613 you gave. Let me see. Hang on, Kaizen, give me one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't mean farms. I mean like bot farms. I'm not talking about like a main farm, right? That we know that. But I'm talking about how many potential bot farms are in top kingdoms. That I think could be interesting. Yeah, so yeah, that one you just gave me, Kaizen, that one came back no bueno. Oh, is that a test name? Okay, I could try that maybe. like 1 to 1. Okay, let me see here. I can try that. Is the test name? Let me see here. Cole's like, oh shit, you're watching my KVK. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I told you guys, man. We're giving everyone love. That's the only way we do it. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, that one came up. That came up variable error too. Mm-hmm. That's why. Yeah. Looks like DK's just chilling right now. Nothing's really popping. What about 45? Well, maybe something here for VK. Zigma says, I'm in a top kingdom. There are people that have 100 plus accounts here for farm and they are not part of my group, just doing real money. I guess most of them are bots. Oh boy. Look at that, dude. I's putting some pressure on VKG right now. And GW's turned on an LPG tower. Kong who? Let's see here. If maybe they got something going on. Well, maybe, oh no, dang, I thought that might have been a little bit more. Maybe it's not a lot. Oh, Kong's in their territory right now, though. Okay, a little bit. V says, I haven't had the chance to see the video you posted about Kyle. However, I wonder if the reason why he is reacting the way he is might be because he feels attacked. Well, I mean, keep in mind, him reacting to the interview video I did really, for the most part, only touched on one area where we refuted, which was about the part where he said he doesn't do interviews. So, or he doesn't do interviews, you know. Yeah, I think it was just in general he said that. And then obviously we showed something that disproved that because it was from a clip of a DM conversation. Again, I wouldn't know. It's obviously really hard to know. It's really hard to know what Kyle is thinking or what he's not thinking when. Well, I don't know if I should say that because obviously he did make that. He did make that pretty intense post. But I just mean in the sense of, you know, if I, like, for example, if I had a chance to maybe sit down and talk with Kyle about the situation and or about why he feels exactly, like, what is he seeing from 310? What's he seeing from LioN outside of what he mentioned? Like, how does he know, right, that they're cheating? Because I just have to imagine it would be kind of hard, very difficult to come up with any sort you know, of evidence unless you like hacked their computer or you had the ability to do maybe testing on your own end, you know, to some degree. It's like there's only so many maybe visual cues you could really look at, right, or look after at that point. You know, especially just because NTS was so heavily criticized during their time. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Okay. All right, fam. There might be something happening in a few minutes. that could be pretty cool. So I'm just going to wait for a ping that we might be able to go watch. Someone to send me. Coast is boring right now. 4v2 is going to be. This is the weird thing. And I was talking about this yesterday where it just feels like the zone threes are very lackluster right now. Right. And I don't know if others feel that way, but I was talking about this yesterday where for the G2 group, the zone 3 fights have just felt very unimpressive, right? Or slash, maybe that's the wrong word to use. Maybe I should say just not high volume activity. Like there's just not a lot of people out there fighting. That's probably the best way for me to really put it. And that's the weird part for me because last season, heck, even the season before last season, right? Even before Rise of the Dragon, activity always felt like when passes opened, it was like something to really get excited about. And for some reason, in this season, for the G2 Kingdom Pool, in these KVKs for Winners Upon Us, I don't know, the Zone 3s have just felt, just, I don't know, like light PvP. They have felt very, just, I don't want to say easy, but just, maybe light is the right word to use. So, I don't know, it's just weird compared to what I'm usually seeing from past openings, especially in some of the big KVKs. So hopefully that won't be the case and, carry over to what, we'd like to see when it comes to, because I think the next big one here is going to be going from zone 2 into zone 3, right? Because then you could do some invades. So there could be something happening with the invades. And then obviously there's the cross zone 3. So it's all of those things are going to be happening pretty much next week. I think on the 6th, either the 5th or the 6th of June is the expected date on when the level 5 pass is going to open. And that's going from zone 2 into zone 3. And then probably a couple days after that, you're going to get the cross zone 3, and then a couple days after that, you'll get final zone. So the cool thing about that is that the cross zone 3 and final zone should be opening, I think, when my kids go back with their mom. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get a bunch of PvP and war gameplay out of that as well. And that's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping, like, that part of me, that is something I'm really hoping that we're going to end up seeing, because I'll be really excited to cover those, especially if we can get those when the pass opens, if not maybe shortly after, right before some of the major fighting starts. Yeah. I got to see if, oh, hang on. I think they just let me know. Oh. All right, fam. Apparently something's going to be happening soon. I'm being told now that we need to. Yeah, I'm being told we need to pay attention. I think. Where is this? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure what's out. I think they told me here. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll let me know. Okay, I'm told something's going to happen in a few minutes, or less. So we'll hang for a sec. Chris says, personally, I like the RSS, so I can't sustain long fights without it. Yeah. I mean, I think for me, the part that I find just incredibly interesting. Oh, not even troll. You could watch. What's this? I kicked him yesterday, Alliance, but there are only a couple who joined our alliance. What's this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. There he is. You're right. Yeah. I mean, listen, my whole stance on RSS selling is pretty simple, right? It's not something I condone. I don't promote RSS selling. I think the sucky thing about it is that when you have a game that allows for an ecosystem like RSS selling to exist, and for it to have a clientele base that will take advantage of it, or not take advantage, but just utilize it. What does that say about the base of the game? What does that say about the base mechanics of the game, the capabilities of the game? Part of me, I feel like that's a little bit more of what it is. It's okay. Well, people are obviously doing this because they want more RSS, right? And some people will do anything they can to get more so they can sustain more and fight longer. Like I understand that. Like that's a very easy concept logically and rationally to wrap a head around. But yeah, it's just. Oh, Final Zone opened. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's why. I'm like, dude, where are we going right now? Oh my gosh, Final Zone opened for this KVK. It's so funny. I have this written down. I think I do. What do I, oh no, I didn't. I didn't write down when Final Zone opened. I only wrote down the Cross Zone 3. Wow. So the FZ open right now, and they're still fighting over there. CNN's building. Oh, I wonder how long ago did this open? Oh, okay. Oh, yo, there's Kyle. There's our boy. There's our boy. There he is. We see him. Yeah, dude. Hang on here. I'm gonna hang on. Let me edit. Let me edit this, dude. Let me hang on. We're gonna edit this. Final Zone. What is this? I don't even know who it is, right? Versus yeah, I don't even know. See, who else is in here? 14. Oh, it's just them, dude. Yeah, here. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just do it like this. LioN. What's their name? LioN. Oh, it's the staff TP! Oh my god! They are doing it. There we go. All right, we switched it up. Got to update some titles here. Yeah. That man, we caught it. Oh gosh. Yeah, man. Zigmon, thanks for the sub. It means a lot. Appreciate you. Dude, are they staffing in more people? Oh my god. Oh man, wow. I thought it was gonna be okay, man. I thought they had like a second wave. They're just like, yo, get ready. Get ready. Oh, dude, they are. Oh, dude, they are going in. 0 Fs given. It's like, man, might as well fight with these numbers advantage. Yeah. Gavin says, like I said on Discord, I think he's just using the drama to get eyes on the kingdom. I don't know. He knows that if he calls you out personally, you will do more videos and name drop him like you have these last 2 streams. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, listen, you know, I'm very much a realist in the sense of sometimes it's just going with the flow, right? Sometimes you're just riding the wave, you know, whatever the wave may be. And the fact is that, you know, this is a very topical and newsworthy situation that the community finds themselves in. So for me, it's the thing is that it's not really out of the ordinary. You know, there's been plenty of other situations that have occurred in COD's life where, you know, I've covered it, just like me covering this. So to me, it's not really, you know, it's not really anything in particular. I mean, the fact is, you know, and we know it, right? Kyle doesn't really post on the COD Discord that often. So, you know, and the fact that, you know, he came out and said what he said, like that in and of itself is newsworthy. I think if you're just looking at it from this, like that very kind of simple baseline level, you know, I think people can wrap their head around that part. So yeah, man, I mean, listen, and it's been Bandgate basically for the past, gosh, I mean, at this point, probably going on almost a week now. So, I mean, all of these things are just newsworthy segment. That's how I view it. It's just something that is newsworthy. It's something that is happening within the community, and it's just a matter of covering it. And that's really how I simply view it. So it's nothing really more than that. Like, you know, and to be fair, we showed this off for those of you that, you know, might be wondering this. We showed this off yesterday. If you look on my YouTube channel and I did a live video search for this, right? Where we covered this and I showed off how there's only been 2 videos that I've ever covered. One about FSK, or sorry, yeah, I think one about, no, sorry, I think only one. I think it was one FSK and like nothing else about Kyle, or maybe it was one Kyle and nothing about FSK. It was one of those. And I took screenshots of my video. So, you know, it just, again, it's, these are the kinds of things where you would only ever see me cover them if it's something that again, that the community would find to be newsworthy. And yeah, that's my simple explanation there on that front. Yeah. Yeah. Gavin, they are clearly cheating. They appeared there without walking. Kyle, oh jeez. I mean, I'm sure maybe some would argue that. Donnie, what's up, man? Watch Kyle use this to ban more LioN members. Yeah. Staffing should be illegal. How did they do that? Is that even in the game? Now, can we teleport too, guys? Yeah. The plot Creole, the plot thickens. Like it's a Kara #1 EXP here. Donnie, they're multi-boxing with staff. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Even Devin's out there. Yeah, dude, LioN's doing pretty good right now. Yeah, dude, this oh man, this could be a thing right now, man, especially if they keep fast building and they keep attacking. This is I mean, this is great for them just delaying. I mean, they've already built a lot more than FSK has already too as well. Yeah, man. Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm starting to have a lot of respect for, and we talked about this, I think yesterday, maybe the day before. Like, I'm starting to have a lot of respect for LioN. Just them going up against the KVK, having just all the ban stuff that's happened, and like they're just still constantly putting up such a solid effort and showing a very high level of resiliency. I mean, yeah, man, just I mean, mad respect. And the fact is they're still not even at full strength. They have a number of people they're still waiting to come off ban timers. Yeah. Just wild, man. And the thing is, like, even though that's the case, they're still not shying away from the fight. They're still like, yeah, dude, we're just gonna take it to you all day, day. I mean, you know, like I said, man, you respect. Yeah. Baby Mercy, what's up? Are they still performing well after the ban? I'd say so. I would say that they are still performing well. So they pretty much, I think, ended up stopping the fight over at, oh gosh, what was it? I feel like they ended up stopping the fight over at the cross level 3 pass or zone 3 pass, and then they just prioritize just waiting for final zone to open up, which obviously is, you know, more important at this point. Oh. If I was them here, though, I would just fight. I would just fight this out and just try and again take as many more kills as you can. I just don't think there's a point in running away, right? Especially when you're TP staffing. The idea is you're just trying to get as many good advantage like ratio trade kills as possible, right? So you end up with more than them by the time you lose all your troops. You know, unless you already have kind of a secondary waiver group because you're not too far away and they're setting themselves up as kind of a fallback point and you move there, like you move out early and you regather. Otherwise, you know, with how far out that they've had to go, I would just burn it at that point. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the only other way to look at it is that maybe they didn't want to fight as much in the open field or as much spread out, and maybe they wanted to try and condense them, so maybe the AOE could take a little bit more effect, right? Because obviously, when they're coming across the bridge, they have to thin out a little bit more. Maybe. Yeah. But if that's the case, you would want to try and fight them and hold them down there, so that way they're just a little bit more bunched up at that point. Yeah, looks like they got a little bit more activity on now. Devin's just chilling. Wait, I'm so confused. Yo, real quick, guys, what's happening here? How many clones has Devin made? Why do we see Devin 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8? And then I don't even know, CGG, it just like is okay. What? Is that just me? Wild, that's wild. Well, I mean, what we should do is watch them, right? So, like, if we watch the accounts and like they all move at the same time, would we be able to then make the same claims that Cal's making? Should we watch them super closely at this point? Because they're not building, they haven't moved either. Interesting, right? Interesting. Should check the alliance members and alt accounts. He has way more. Oh yeah, let's see. So the 13.8. They'd probably all be R1s, I would imagine. Let's scroll all the way down because it's more likely you'll find. Honey's one. Oh, there we go. Wow, he's actually leveled these. I wonder if Debin is Kyle's accounts too that he levels. Because didn't he say he also plays on I Still Chicken? So I wonder if. Yeah, like Debin 4. I mean, that's a leveled account, right? So, and here's Debin 5. Oh, dude, look, he's even numbered them. He's even numbered them. So they're all around 40 mil, or at least these two. Interesting. Let's see real quick. Let's look at the stats on these. So, okay. So a lot of resources gathered. Oh, look at total resource assistance given, which I guess makes sense, right? If they're farms and he's funneling. Let's see here. So kills 17 mil, 810,000 dead. I mean, okay. Alliance helps, gems. Okay, what about 5? So 5's got 600,000. So I mean, this could also be rally fillers, right? That could be how he's collecting some of those. But I would look at that around 900 million plus RSS given on the two accounts there. It's really nice that he chose colorful numbers. Even this one's standing over there. Let's see. CGZZ. Okay, so lower amount of RSS given, not too much here. You got a mill dead. Okay, well, that's the healing. Okay, I mean that might be a regular player. Where's the other ones? Didn't he have some others? Unless they got moved. Let's see. It's Satoru. Oh, here we go. Here's Debin 8. So 300,000, 200,000 resource assistance given, and 9 mil. Okay. Interesting. Shouldn't we look at like received? Wouldn't that tell us something too as well? Right. So 2.5 bill. Yeah. But then you look at Devin's main and it's only 552,000 dead. That doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, that seems like a really low amount to me. And then total resource assistance given. Oh yeah, you can't see received, Ralph. That would have been cool. So we got 2 bill RSS given. But isn't this number low to me? 3.5 billion. Isn't that low for RSS gathered on a main? Unless maybe he just buys it and then he just attacks and is just given RSS transfers. Because his mana is the most gathered, so maybe it's just the mana then. But shouldn't you have a little more than that? Zaif says whales don't need to gather. Okay, so fair enough. So maybe it is just the fact that it's just buying more of the resources, right? So maybe it's not doing an incredible amount. But even chicken, and see, that's wild to me. It's like 684,000 for your deads there. And look at that, man. Chicken's only got, and we know this is Kyle's second account, only got 1.1 billion RSS gathered. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay. And then Kyle's, where's this? Yeah. But still, like, Kyle only has 1.56 mil dead. I mean, I've seen a lot of other top players that have a lot more deads than Kyle does. I don't know. I mean, That's nuts. He's got almost 24 billion RSS assistants given. I mean, he's definitely a lover. Yeah. Nuts. Dude, no, they moved. Oh man, I wanted to see if we're gonna move at the same time. Oh, we missed it. Oh no. Dang. Rough life. We missed being able to see. If they might have been up to no good. Yeah, so some FSK chilling there. Let's see where LioN if they're still. I was wondering if they regroup somewhere or if they're restaging somewhere. No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, so they're not really doing anything right now. Let's see here. Oh, damn. I guess it's because they're just still waiting. Oh, damn. It's because they're still walking back. Excuse me. That's nuts. Because I thought, man, okay, it's been a minute. Shouldn't they have been back already and like reorganizing themselves? But no, like, okay, yeah, no, it's a long deadline. I got it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Sir Kiro says, yeah, LioN is solid. Even they got banned, it's demoralizing. They're still standing and fighting out on the field. So absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they got 2 buildings going on though right now. And are they still fighting over here? Oh, CNN capped that. Damn, dude, BNR was doing good. Oh my gosh, now 282 is destroying this. And they're wrecking their fort. Oh man, I thought 14 BNR was man, they look like they were doing really good. I wonder what happened. Man, that is a little nutty, buddy. Hmm. MN says Kyle sends 30k units when he rallies a pass. Okay. Toxic made more deads on a single Cape Bastion. Yeah, dude, I know Toxic has a shiitake amount of deads. Even Jay Geesy's got a bunch of deads too as well, because I covered that, showcasing like who has the most deads, like who are the top 25 players with the most deads on their account. Yeah. All right, maybe we'll come back. Let me see here. I don't even think there's anything going on. No, that doesn't look good. I want like some final zone stuff here. That does not look. Dude, are they still going at it over here with? Oh my gosh, dude! TFS and BDO are still going at it. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll watch a little bit of this because they looks like they got a little resurgence going on. Cole says, as an FSK hater here, I think the Demon Army is legit, but it's coming. Yeah, again, yeah, very there no indication from what we saw. Yo, oh nice, dude. Even Guns is out there fighting right now. Nice. Hmm. Oh, my man's putting some work in. He's like, I'm unbanned. I can fight. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Cole says, but Demon's main use is killing all of them during SLE. Besides that, he sends builders, and that's most of what the Demon Army does. Okay. Captain, what's up, man? That's what happens when you a Bastion guy, lol. Jason was forming 100 mil city solo. It's different level. Yeah. I mean, true. Yeah, true that. Captain heard the word Bastion. Yeah. Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah, Captain, I saw WO was doing pretty good, man. I saw you guys were pushing whoever it was. Oh my gosh, where is it now? I gotta look here. WO. Yeah, you guys were. Who was it? Yeah, you guys NXW. Yeah, you guys were pushing NXW back. When I had checked, maybe it was like a few hours ago. Yeah, looks like you guys are doing pretty good. I think it was in Hornack on that northeastern. I think it was a northeastern zone 3. Yeah, you said yeah, it's tough with only 100 peeps, but we out here. That's right, man. That's right. Yes, especially after just that, gosh, just that nonstop zone 2 you guys fought against Echo last season, and just God, just the constant PvP that happened that season. I mean, it was a lot. Rich making some backfiring too. Recruitment's looking good. WOB back in the top bracket soon, dude. Very nice, man. Yeah, very nice. I like, and I said this last season, man. I had an absolute blast watching you guys go head to head against Echo. That was so fun. Yeah, I mean, it was just such a pleasure. It was such a pleasure to watch. Just because there was so much action, there was so much cav play being done. To me, it made the PvP just more exciting. Yeah. Said honestly, I know we could have won, but we held our own. Yeah, man. No, I mean, absolutely respect. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys fought for a long time. You know, and maybe even longer than you guys thought you would, or maybe even others as far as the overall duration of time that it went on for. But yeah, man, I feel like a winner because I got to watch a bunch of PvP. So he said I got to 80 million merits, and that cost me 5 to 6 billion mana. Damn. Yeah. That cat, yeah, man. I still remember that. That was so much fun to cover and watch that live, and put some videos out on the Echo Cav play. Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's almost like, you know, watching them do it, and at least for me, It felt like it made Cav fun to play again. And that's not to say that people weren't playing Cav, but when you see those kinds of highlighting moments, it just like it looks fun. It looks fun to play. It looks different, right? It kind of gives you like a new, fresh perspective and feeling. So yeah. Like I said, I just liked it because it just looked like the Rohirrim running around there. It's like out of a Lord of the Rings movie. It just looked cool. Yeah. Hopefully they'll keep making maps that just allow for like multiple usage. Like I said, man, I'd love for them to do something where you can have even like flyers, being effective as well. For me though, the way I kind of look at flyers is more along the lines of like you're fighting the main fight, and then you kind of have like this blitzkrieg side squadron, right? That just takes like the shortest route to basically kind of like cut off supply lines. Kind of similar like what you might do with Cav, or like doing some staff TPing right into some back lines. But obviously with flyers, they can just do it a little bit more efficiently. Like I'd love to see stuff like that. It's like you have your main. We've seen some examples of it, but nothing that I think has really been exacerbated. Like that's really been kind of a standard. I mean, I couldn't even tell you the last time I watched and saw Celestials or Flyers just really, really showcasing so much love out in a KVK. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I mean, there's some moments I can point to in past, but I don't know. I just feel like we don't really see a lot. So he says Cav. Excuse me, Cav is unbalanced because of charge cooldown being too short. Okay, that's the thing, and I don't know too much about Cav, so I'm always happy to hear and also learn about that. Maybe I should sit down and talk with like a Cav expert. I feel like if you guys just stayed in that choke back there, they wouldn't have really been able to do much. Yeah, Captain says, yeah, they're incredibly coordinated. Yeah. Stay ahead. What up, baby? FSK losing. Yeah. Oh no, I don't know. It's just again they were, and we're gonna go back to as well. We're just hanging out here for a bit because we were waiting for like the action to basically recontinue. They did a staff. LioN did like a staff TP play, and I think the FSK. I don't know if they're fighting again or what. Oh, did they fall back now? Let's see. Oh, they didn't. Oh wow, did they move up? Oh, they didn't move up. What's going on here? So they're still building over here. So there's one choke over there. And it looks like they're trying to go over here. Oh, I don't know where FSK went. Maybe they fell back. Because Kyle was out there. There was a bunch of other people out in the field too as well. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to go look. Let me see if maybe there was a fight or something. Let's see real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any members. This would be their spire. Unless they've just gone back. That obviously could that could be the case. I don't think they would have gone. I don't think they would have gone this way because that would be, oh, my bad. Unless they're going this way towards level 3, that could be the case because they might work their way around and go here. Because then it'll put them on the dragon ramp. Oh, maybe they didn't though. Yeah, unless they were all converged on that single point. Yeah. It looks like maybe they just went back into their... Yeah, because they were all right there on the bridge. Yeah, so again, it looks like, I mean, like I said, it's only been one play, I think, so far. And then, oh yeah, 14 KD is also BR, so they're also here. I wonder if that's why, maybe that's why 14 BR just doesn't care about the, right? Isn't that the reason? Maybe that's why they didn't care about, like, they don't care about this fort getting wrecked, right? Because to them, they're like, all right, well, we're just going to fight it out in the FZ. Maybe that's what it is, right? Like, maybe that's what they're thinking. It's just about getting CNN in at this point. Yeah, because KL7's removing this. So maybe that is what it is. Maybe it's just about, is CNN building? Oh, they are building. Okay. So see, there you go. Oh, dude, look at this. FSK decided to go over to CNN and, ooh, look at this, man. We just caught it in time. See, this is what happens when you look around. Yeah, right when Donnie said it and I found it. Yeah. Oh, rough. So FSK pulls a LioN. Panics like they went to find something they could beat. But they go, dude, wouldn't it be wild though if LioN, because yeah, I mean, you guys probably, I don't know what the cooldowns are on staffs, but wouldn't it have been wild though if you guys are like 14 would have been able to like staff TP counter them as they go? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. So like when they go here, you just counter staff TP just to protect. Maybe that would be the next play to help CNN build more. But I guess it just depends. I mean, 14 is building unimpeded, LioN's building unimpeded, so maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, because the cooldown's just so long. And you'd only would really be able to use it once right at that period. So it's like even if you push this pushback, they could still just do the whole walk again. Right? So yeah. Yeah, that's rough because CNN, it looks like they're going to get disconnected here, right? They're basically going after a massive. They got 30 minutes on that. Well, no, it won't get disconnected because they have something connecting over here. But like that's the hard part. Oh no, they could go. Oh no, they couldn't. Yeah, because they'd have to be able to make it in there. Yeah, so they're kind of stuck because they can't push back. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. So basically, this very well could be CNN's like last hurrah, and then it might just end up being KL7 282 FSK versus 14, if that's right. Yeah, 14 and LioN. So it looks like what? It's probably going to be a 2v3 in the end. Yeah, dude, look at that. Dude, even Kyle did a little bit of jogging, man. Good exercise, bro. Good exercise. As always, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you throw us out. Because that helps a lot. Thanks. Yeah. You could spam the magic bomb. Stands at FSK members telling Kyle not to skip another final zone. Yeah. Celestials don't do much. Same with Wyverns, yeah. Mm-hmm. Stan's like, dang, FSK Chads, they definitely win. Stan says FSK wouldn't go to LioN. I mean, listen, man. Sometimes just going after low hanging fruit can be one tactic and strategy, right? I mean, I could tell you this is that, you know, if they were in the top KVK, like we've seen from a number of the top KVK groups, they just go at each other. Like they're not looking for, the easier fight. They're looking for the main fight. And they'll just, especially when finals zone opens, they just go back and forth at each other. So there is that, but again, it's not like this isn't a tactic or isn't a strategy, especially if they're trying to limit. Because it seems like it would have maybe been a 3v3, but if CNN gets pushed out, then at that point it becomes a 2v3. So at least Alliance and Kingdom wise, it feels like. Yeah. Sekiro says, imagine if FSK loses this season. I mean, I will say this, man. I feel like if they do lose this season, they might be memed about as like they might hit a Rise's radar and be memed about for God knows how long. I mean, to be fair, they might end up getting memed about anyways, even if they win the season. But just because of the feelings, right, from people that are in the season with everything that's been going down with Bangate. Yeah. Stands like I see FSK has their 15 active members out. That's messed up. Stubbs, what's up? A few LioN members will be unbanned today. Oh, nice. I wonder how many LioN members are still banned, and then what is the window for, like, if there's a few that Stubbs is saying are going to be unbanned today, when do the rest get unbanned? Right. I wonder how that looks. I'm sure it'll help. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should go into one of the kingdoms in here and just type and just say, "Hi, Kyle, you're on TV." It might be too much. That might be too much. Kingston's, what's up, man? The game Night Rain has been released today. Ooh, nice. I don't know what that is. I'd have to Google that. Oh. Oh, you mean Elden Ring? Night Rain. Hmm. Oh, wow. It's like a Fortnite Battle Royale-ish-esque game, so to speak. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's one for the books. Oh, it's a mix. All right, all right. Yeah, I might need to go get some grub here in a sec too. Yeah, let's see what. They're still building. All right, so they're still going. Oh, looks like they stopped. They just wanted to get the one build down. So maybe just a brief pause. Huh. That's interesting. FSK also stopped building too, though. They're not doing any more building. I mean, I'd imagine you'd want to try and build as fast as possible, right? So 13 minutes on that. This one's got to be close, right? No, 23 minutes on that one. They're still burning that down too as well. And Oh, okay. And then you just got like some basic merit trading, like nothing serious. 14, yeah, 14's got some good activity, so they're just constantly building there. Are they going to be able to take this pass? Oh, probably not, huh? Oh, interesting. Panic saying FSK built too much in the last zone trying to get to Lion Gate 6. They are probably out of Alliance RSS. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I wonder if Lion is like just nice and set then on that case. Okay, so what's going on there? We were just watching that a little bit. All right, let's go to 36. Let's see. What's going on? Some NTS cav. It's like, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too much. Ooh, are they going at it? Rough life, they're not. Okay. Oh, I doubt this. Of course, basic merit trading. Oh, let's see, BXS and MWD, they might still be going at it. Let's see here. Okay. I mean, you know, going at it with not too many people there. So, okay, so nothing really major there. Oh, POTC and SG97, they were fighting pretty aggressively earlier. But clearly not the case right now. That's rough. 40-40, HOU. Oh, what is this, zone 2? Why did that look like it was zone 1? Okay, so nothing really happening there. Oh, 05 and AC were fighting earlier, so maybe there's something there. Absolutely nada. Yeah, we might just have to go back and maybe watch some TFS stuff or wait for something to pop off. It's wild, man, because there are 15 or 16 active KVKs right now that just recently had some pass openings. That's what I'm saying. It just feels so weird that there is not. I mean, unless people are just devaluing or overvaluing or maybe more or prioritizing more final zone stuff versus zone 3s. Maybe that could be the case. I don't know. It's just nuts to me. Captain's like, man, Alliance RSS is a real thing. What's going on here? No. Okay, nothing there. I thought they were doing. Oh, it's just building. Okay, I thought they were doing some fighting up there, but I guess not, huh? Let's see. Oh, nice, dude. Here we go. Okay, we got something. There we go. A little something. Even though half of the people are just chilling. Panic says LioN has a fabulous builder. Shout out Fire Eagle. Captain says they didn't give us any addition with a shortened time frame. Yeah, that would have been nice. Gavin's like, my kingdom is so dead, lol. Oh, jeez. Whew. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. Band's coming when we dude, it's so funny, man. It's like milk. Masab, what's up? Welcome. Yo, yo, yo. BN's full CP. This guy's lucky. I am. I am. I am. I won't I won't deny it. I won't deny it. Yeah. You know, it's pretty wild, man. I was just checking out Gen Chat, and I think someone from FSK there said something about bans coming when we touch the dragon. And then the next post a couple down, this was like, I don't know, within the last 6 or 7 minutes. And then they said, no need to ban them now. I'm sorry, Aka, excuse me? Damn, bro. I didn't realize this person and Kyle were on the same page. Oh, God, it's nuts. It's a scary time, man. It's a scary time we're living in. Yeah, I think it would have been nice, though, for them to adjust the either RSS income or maybe even lower flag costs a bit from the shorter season. Because it's like you have to build more faster in a sense, right? Shorter season doesn't give you as much time now to recoup on costs. Yeah. Kevin says last season we fought Pure T5 and ran out of mana. Yeah. Tony's like, Lilith loves her sugar daddy. Maybe. I mean, it could be one way to describe. He's definitely spent a lot. Oh, I see. Maybe they're just supporting the rally. I thought for a sec they were doing more, but I see now. They're just supporting the rally. And then I guess fighting a little bit on the open field. Captain says something should have changed. Or sorry, something should have been adjusted. Okay. Yeah, no, I know I could agree with that. Mustafa says, I heard FSK Master Port and other alliance get advantage the zone. Oh, it was supposed to be 14, the guys from 14. 14 BR, I think. But I haven't heard any reports yet. No one has said anything about anyone being banned. So I don't know. I am keeping my eye on it, though, because I've had some people from the alliance that had reached out because they sent me that screenshot that we showed earlier that Kyle sent, basically saying that there's more bans incoming. So, yeah. If it happens, then they'll notify me. They'll let me know. Hopefully it doesn't, but especially for those that aren't doing anything wrong. Yeah. You heard right, Masa. Damn, dude, Midget's going in, man. He said in the Gen Chat, I think no one expected RAC to be this trash, but putting both of them with Echo isn't the solution either. Damn, that's rough. I mean, I can understand, at least on the part of, it felt like RAC just, maybe it was just lackluster, right? Just maybe it's just not being able to keep up with, but then it makes you wonder, you know, why the pairing, why the matchup, why not try and put someone else there? I mean, I'm just saying, if that's the case, there should have been other options. I mean, there's you know, a lot of strong kingdoms in that could have been a part of that number one KVK. Yeah. I just hope that the final zone, because like I said, maybe the zone 2 to zone 3 passes could be the next thing. Then you got the cross zone 3 passes, right? That could really maybe ramp up some action, but I'm really hoping that everyone, you know, is able to maybe get into the final zone so we can get, you know, like some really good long lasting PvP just to have a kind of a nice hurrah for the season. Yeah. Midget's like, yeah, because the matchup turned into a 3v1. Well, I mean, at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be a 2v1, to be honest. Yeah, maybe. Moonguard. Who's Moonguard? From VP? Okay. Oh, yeah, also, if anyone ever wants to send me anything, you can just, you know, here's my ID. You know, so like if you guys ever want to send me something in game or you want to message me in game, it's the easiest way to do it. So. Oh my gosh, what if... Jeez, man. Now, oh, look at that. I get to collect my resources. And I get to click on that and then go out. Nice, dude. I feel productive. I'm going to be honest. Where were we? Wasn't it DAU on there? Let me see if there's anything. Let's head back. I just want to see if there's maybe any there actually. Ooh, something says FSK LioN. Let's go see. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, LioN opted to push them out a little bit here. Okay, listen, man. I'm going to say this. If LioN can fight on two fronts, or eventually, they should. Like, put pressure on them here, right? If you're able to, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, there you go. Flag just went down, pretty much. Flag. Oh, so new flag just went down for FSK. Let me see. LioN's got to be close on this one, right? Nah, so almost about halfway on it. Okay. And maybe that's why. Maybe they just stopped double building so they can focus on the single build. Going that way, huh? Oh, so they got the disconnect already. I'm confused. They gave up on that? Oh my gosh, did CNN push them off of their tower? But they didn't push them off of that. Okay, I was gonna say, wow. Dude, they're just chilling. FSK's just chilling. You will miss Steven. They are still just chilling here. That is funny. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. LioN could long walk it. What LioN could also do is just go attack their builders. They could long walk and just attack the builders at this point, right? Because if FSK, that actually could be a good strategy, right? Is they should just put a group together. Because the thing, if you put a group together, you put another group together, you can go attack their builders, slow down their building time if they have a main force that's just chilling out here. And even if they decide to work their way back and you bring more than what they have out here, they're still farther out than you are, right? So their resupply time is still going to be slow if you can catch them out a little bit. I mean, that could very well be a good play for them at this point. It's like if they're just going to sit there, take advantage of just slowing them down. Absolutely, man. If I was them, I'd go start like coordinating like around here or something, or maybe just at the next. I have to see what it is. Maybe here, because I think they're over here, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, if they could, I would totally take advantage of that. That's a good opportunity to start slowing them down a bit. Oh man, Gen, my Starkins spicy again. Are they still going at it? Oh, they're not. Wow, dude, they're tearing this down right now. Oh no, they're building their own 45 on that. Okay. Yeah, so there's pretty much nothing. KOV NTS wasn't really popping off. We did already take a look at it. And it looked like it was mostly just NTS pushing. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind, dude. KOV's back. Let me farm, man. Too funny, man. Oh, that was short-lived. Let me see if there's just like a good one. Maybe we can. Ooh, here we go. Look at that, man. Is it solid-ish timing? Maybe we caught a little late. And it was UHA trying to push. Yeah, it looks a little. So yeah, I don't think there's anything going on over there. What we could do is hang out and watch that DAU. Okay. I mean, they got a few peeps. Yeah, nothing massive. I don't think they were still fighting too. Kevin says Bastion dance is such boring gameplay. Yeah. Oh, nice. Dude, POTC's fighting SR. Oh, nice, dude. Okay, a little bridge action here. Dude, you guys see this guy's name? Oh, I thought it said Diddy is back. It says Diddy is black. Okay. Okay, that's funny. There we go. Yeah, so POTC is fighting against SR. There we go, man. Because this is about some of the action and pace that they were doing before. When I was watching them earlier. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. And nice to see POTC taking it to them across the bridge. Oh, okay. Looks like they're getting the build out. Yeah, let me. Let me see her for DAU real quick. Oh my gosh, they're still fighting. Yeah, that yeah, it's freaking hilarious. Okay. Let's go warm up a little bit of food. I'm gonna put a little note here too as well for this, just so I don't end up starving. I don't even know what the time is in game right now. Let's see. 106. There we go. Okay, that should work. All right, baby. Okay, we back. Just got a tinkle. Oh. All right. Maybe I should have said 9:13. No, why are we going on that one? Let's go a little flicky flick. And then boom. Oh, did somebody say FSK was fighting and we might have missed it? Bet. No worries, Gavin. Take care. Oh, nice, dude. Oh, wow. So LioN did go? Oh, no, they're just fighting there still. Okay. Oh, I thought you might have said... Oh, did something happen out here? Oh, dude, something happened and they either got pushed back or they're walking back? Oh, okay. So I guess they did walk back then, huh? Interesting. All right. So they're just probably trying to finish, but they're fighting them a little bit here. Damn, dude, not bad. I feel like they could maybe do more if they had more of the people out there too, huh? Interesting, interesting. So either I don't get it. So, I wondered, did FSK get beat back or no? They just. Yeah, because only through Cerulean 2 as well. Oh, Kings and Bridgebridge. Okay, yes, it is. So they just walked it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, maybe they'll re-go. We'll probably just have to wait. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't mind going back and watching some DAU Bastion because at least it's something. And they're at least making an effort in some way. All right, let's play it. So much chicken. Should probably just mix it at this point too, huh? Yeah, it might just be easier. So much lean Chicano. Oh my god, I was thinking, I still gotta watch Last of Us too as well. I think I have 2 episodes left. I was just thinking about that. Whoa. Hindsight's 2020. Wow, dude. They're going in on Gen Chat, man, talking about the Echo KVK and BTX KVK. Jeez. Well, you know what I should do? Let me pull up my second account. That's what I should be doing. Just so I can look out for any action. Fam. Oh my gosh, 14 KD is going. Oh my gosh. Dude, they staff TP'd in. The balls. I love it. Oh my god. Man, see, this is why it was good I went to go check. That was funny. House was like, man, I don't think you have to bulk up that much. Kyle's probably a 5 foot 4 Asian dude. You got the reach in the height. Oh man. Listen, man, I'm just trying to put that work in and get fit, get healthy. So, we've been doing pretty good these past 2 months. So I'm hoping it'll eventually just become a lifestyle. What would have been better here is if LioN and 14 coordinated. Meaning, if they sent some people to help 14 KD as well, maybe I feel like this could have been a little better. Oh, yo, look, it's Clano. Yeah. But regardless, I mean, still good. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely the right play for 14, especially if they can fight. Why not just keep delaying FSK? Keep just rotate between you and LioN, putting pressure on them to delay their building, and then that way, eventually, you guys will be able to hopefully catch up to each other. And if you're able to push them out, then you could worry about the other ones next. Panic. Like I said, it's funny. Usually I'm looking with my second scout, with my second PC client. I'm usually using that to go and look and hunt future matchups, like whatever we're watching now. it's a little different now just because there's not like a hard amount of action. So I thought, okay, well, now if I just sit here and I stay on one that has some constant stuff like the Bastion stuff, then I can go ahead and use my second. So it was, I mean, good timing. I think by the time we saw it, we might have been a little late too. It was pretty close though. Dang, even Quokka's getting in on the action on Gen Chat. Oh, Lion's going back at it? Oh, did someone say Lion's at the top? I'm tripping. What just happened? I thought that was code for something. Mm-hmm. Vinicius, what's up? The Palo, what's up? I guess they're going to replenish, maybe? Oh, there we go. Lion's working the spire. Are they building over here to this one too yet? Yeah, I'm probably just going to one direction, I would imagine. But still, it's pretty quick that they got there, though. Yeah. Yeah, 28 minutes. Yeah, I mean, they're probably about as far as FSK. LioN's maybe about double. Maybe about half more. How's CNN doing? Oh, man, dude, they're still building. Nuts. Just nuts. Oh, they just started working on that. How much longer? They have to be close to this, right? No, 47%. Okay, I thought that would have been a little bit farther along, but it's not. Oh, so they're not really like working too heavily here on this. Okay, so yeah, so they're doing some flag destroying. Cal 7 looks like they're building over here. Oh, I see. Maybe they're gonna build this direction towards the spire to cut off all this remaining. Yeah, that very much could be the case. All right, dude. DAU is going to show us the way, and then I'm going to keep watching on my other. They're still going at it. All right. Yeah, I'll keep watching on my second monitor. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should go see what's being said in World Chat. Mm-hmm. Oh, Kings is already saying, "What am I eating?" What am I eating? Oh, I've shown it before. It's pretty simple. So um, it's like lean chicken. So it's like lean chicken from like a rotisserie, like all the skin, a lot of like the little fat and stuff just trimmed off. Mixed vegetables, and then I just pour a bunch of non-fat Greek yogurt on top, and then I just kind of mix it in. So this is just like a little simple, quick one tonight. So just trying to stay on my healthy grind since I go to the gym about I go 6 days a week on my day off, or my CrossFit gym. So I go there 6 days a week when I don't have the kids. When I do have the kids, uh, yeah, when I do have the kids, it's like 2 days a week. And then I supplement and I do some stuff at home. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Lion's got some really good activity right now. I'm watching them on this take this spire. I think it'll be interesting once they get closer and they clash. Oh, the 14 KD players are finally making their way back too. Well, okie dokie, fam. I think we are gonna slow some things down and start to close it out for the night. I'm still gonna go walk the doggo, and I know there's kind of some sporadic action going on. There's not necessarily too much where it's super heavy at the moment. And I still got to go stretch too as well. So I'll probably be doing that here momentarily after I walk the doggo. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in with us, hanging out. It's been Super fun. Streaming a lot this week. Like I said, I'll be trying to stream again maybe as early as Monday. If not, that's Monday of next week. So tomorrow's Saturday, right? So in about 3 days. And then hopefully we'll be able to stream again Friday evening if there's any action that's going on. If not, we'll most likely just stream Friday and Saturday night just because it's the weekend. So that'll be kind of streaming schedule coming up next. But Monday, I'd say, is probably 50-50, just as long as if there's something going on, it'll probably be more of a midday stream, so probably a little bit earlier. And then on Friday, Saturday, probably standard time as usual, right around 22 UTC, 6 p.m., as long as I don't have to head out and get anything done. So we'll see on that. But hopefully I'll have a little bit more of an update on Monday if I'm able to get online. And as always, right, if you guys do want to support, if you want to get notified for when we have new content that's coming out, you can always join the Discord. There's a link to that in the pinned post on the live chat. And if you head over there, you will see for yourself that you can head to the reaction roll channel after joining. And once you do, you can hit the notify or the stream. We also have some CoD and CallofDragons and just general mobile gaming stuff too as well. Might be adding something new there too coming up, so we will see on that. I'm hoping to maybe get some time this week, if not next, to try out some other new stuff, or at least one other new thing, I should say. But thank you guys as always, man. It means a lot that people enjoy tuning in and watching and listening to what we're covering, especially when we try to diversify a little bit more. And even sometimes when we might just end up having some slow days or weeks if there's not too much action going on. It's nice to see that people are okay just kind of hanging out with us and chatting and vibing. So it's always a good time. So I will leave you with that. And as always, whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be, I hope you end up having a great rest of the evening, or I should say whatever time it might be for your day. And we'll catch you in the next one. So take care. Yeah, my dog is ready to go. Wee wee.